right? Baguette Groiper says, I know the gold standard isn't practical right now, but do you agree that in the long term it protects people from malicious monetary policy? The government couldn't print $16 trillion to bail out corrupt banks. Well, are you talking about the gold standard, or are you talking about owning gold? What do you mean? It's not practical. It's not practical now. It's not going to be practical in the future. I don't think a metallic standard is practical because the economy is simply too big. And the economy moves too quickly. It's too globalized to be dependent on, physical metal reserves. To me, that just doesn't make much sense. I think cryptocurrency makes a lot more sense as a reserve. I understand the monetary argument for gold, and as far as Bitcoin is concerned, it's basically superior to gold in every way. As far as what makes gold a good medium of exchange. So, there's a finite amount of it. It's very predictable when it splits or whatever. What do they call that? When there's a fork. So there's only going to ever be so much Bitcoin in the world. It's predictable how it's being split out and how the monetary base is increasing, in other words. Because of the technology of cryptography, that it's secure and all of that. It's digital. So there's a lot of benefits to Bitcoin that gold doesn't have. I think that makes it a more practical standard, a more practical alternative to fiat. And you could see that they're integrating that. Chainlink is being brought into the system. Bitcoin, they're buying into that. So I think that that's probably more feasible. And ultimately, you do have to protect yourself from malicious monetary policy, because what they're doing now is just this is not sustainable. The zero interest rates, the negative interest rates, quantitative easing, these giant purchases on the market, it just is not sustainable. And I think everybody knows that on some level. So, but I don't think gold is the answer. I think probably crypto is the answer. Kaiser